Before we start the podcast, we want to take the time to say if you like us, please follow, like, comment on SoundCloud, comment on YouTube, subscribe, rate, and comment on iTunes. It really helps us out and we appreciate it. Thank you.
Welcome to Anime Cherry Bomb, the official abridged anime podcast. I am your host, the born-again evangelical Christian, Aaron, and with me is the guy who always speaks in gibberish, Jay. Jay, how's it going? I know I'm doing pretty good too, Jay. It was a good week this week.
Yeah, it was pretty good. Yeah.
It for this anime, I don't know if it far exceeded my expectations, but it was a fun time.
Yeah, definitely had a good time watching this anime.
And what was the anime that supplied us with the fun times this week, Jay?
It was Ghost Stories, and I think it also goes by another name, right?
Whatever the Japanese
Title was.
I have no idea what the Japanese title was.
But it had like Ghost Story something, right?
Yeah.
It was like 3 words from what I remember. But should I just go into the synopsis already?
Yeah.
All right, so I actually wrote this synopsis, so credit goes to me. Middle schooler Satsuki and her little brother Kichiro or Ketchiro, right? Ketchiro.
Yeah.
Moved to the hometown of their deceased mother with their father Ray, and quickly become friends with the local kids Momoko, Hajime, and Leo. On the first day of school, their cat runs away to the old schoolhouse, and the kids find themselves neck deep in paranormal activity. With the help of a notebook left behind by Satsuki's mother and their newly possessed cat, the kids put ghosts to spiritual sleep day after day in this comedic take on the supernatural anime.
Yeah. Pretty much.
Mm-hmm.
So let's jump right into the facts.
Yeah, let's do it.
Alright, so this was released in 2000.
Okay.
It's 20 episodes, and it's a comedy horror supernatural. It's an original anime by Studio Period, which is famous for Naruto, Bleach, and I don't know if I mentioned it during the last Studio Period anime, which was Handmaid May.
Mm-hmm.
But they also did Super Milk-chan.
Yeah.
And
there's a reference to that one in this anime, right?
Yeah, because ADV also made a gag dub for Super Milk-chan. So that's I was like, that's actually pretty funny.
Yeah.
It was directed by Noriyuki Abe, and he directed GTO, Bleach, and Boruto.
Okay, so he's still working then.
Yeah,
he's doing Boruto.
And then he's doing a movie for them right now. I just forget which movie it was.
Okay.
So
is he like part of Period then?
Yeah, he's probably like an in-house director.
Okay.
So yeah, originally licensed by ADV,
Mm-hmm.
and then when ADV went out of business, it sat in purgatory. No one picked it up, surprisingly.
Yeah. I think right now it's owned by Discotech.
Yeah, it's owned by Discotech Media,
Mm-hmm.
and they just re-released this a couple years back.
Yeah, like a 3 DVD set, I think.
Yeah. So this was the same season as Hajime no Ippo and Inuyasha.
Inuyasha.
Yeah.
There we go. That's an anime that I'm excited to do. I've never watched Inuyasha.
Really?
Yeah. Have you've watched it?
Yeah, I'm very familiar
with Inuyasha.
Yeah.
That's another long one, right?
Well, its original is like 130 episodes, something like that.
Okay.
The original series, and then the sequel series is like, I have no idea. I even watched the sequel series.
Okay.
I read the manga and I was like, oh, that's good enough. So the number one song on the Billboard charts at that time.
Is this gonna be your thing?
Yeah,
the number one song.
I love looking these up. The number one song on the Billboard charts at the time was "Come On Over" by Christina Aguilera.
I'm not familiar with that one.
Come on over, baby.
There we go.
Yeah.
As soon as you started singing, I knew it.
All I did was sing the title of the song. I don't know if I know what it is.
Yeah.
And then actually the really cool one about the number one movie in the box office at the time.
Uh-huh.
So it was Meet the Parents was
Okay.
the number one movie at the time, but the number 5 movie was Digimon the movie.
Really?
Yeah,
Yo.
I
I
was like-
remember watching that.
I don't think I've seen it in theaters.
I don't think
but
I don't
had
think
the
I've seen it in
DVD.
theaters either.
I had the DVD, and the DVD looked cool as hell.
Was
The-
Digimon the movie was that did it involve the first season cast and the second season cast?
Yes.
Yeah, cuz
So-
I remember there was this one part that made me laugh like so hard was I think somebody was telling a sad story, and the main dude from the second season was like crying like, "Oh my god, it's such a sad story." And then, and then Ty was like, "Oh, it wasn't that serious." And then he was like, "Okay." Like he got over it like hella quick or something.
Yeah, it's
Do you remember that part?
Yeah. It's actually 3 movies put into one.
Oh, really?
Yeah, so the first part, the 3 kind of, the first part doesn't really connect to the other 2, but the first part is the actual the one shot, I guess the Digimon one shot,
Oh,
the
okay.
pilot,
Yeah.
and then which is actually referenced in the anime too.
Really?
So like if you hadn't seen the movie hadn't come out, I think, for another like 2 years after that the series had premiered.
Mm-hmm.
And they mention like if you look at it, it's like, oh, why does Kairi know who Agumon is like right away?
Yeah.
And that's because she meets him
When she was a kid.
in
or
that short, before everything happens.
Yeah.
And then
It's the one where like the Digimon were in the real world, right?
yeah, and it's like really dopely animated too. It's like, it looks very, very beautiful.
Yeah.
Way differently drawn than how cheap Digimon looks now.
I remember that now. Yeah.
Yeah, and then the other 2 had to do with Dioboromon,
Mm-hmm.
but that's another podcast.
Yeah.
The music was done by Kaoru Wada, and he did Inuyasha, The Gray Man, and Ace Attorney.
Okay.
So
The Ace Attorney anime series.
yeah, the Ace Attorney anime series. I thought it was really cool because, like I said, Inuyasha and this premiered at the same time.
Oh, so okay.
So like he
she
did
was
double
work-
duty.
Yeah, there we go.
What did you think of the music?
The music was good. I mean, it has some nice strings, some nice piano arrangements, some nice wind instruments as well.
It's like the way I put it, it's like almost like classically Japanese anime.
Yeah, but still, it's like a little spooky.
Yeah.
It has that spooky flavor to it.
And then the opening was "Grow Up" by Hysteric Blue, and the ending was "Sexy Sexy" by Cascade.
Mm-hmm.
They don't have any other anime credits
Oh, really?
to them. Yeah.
That sucks. I really like the opening.
Yeah, the opening is really, really fun.
Yeah, and it's kind of like gives you false expectations of what the anime is about because it looks like so like lighthearted and like they're all playing in the water and stuff.
Yeah,
And then it's just it's a horror anime.
and
But
then and it's immediate racism.
but the ending song
Yeah, add that. This is 2 weeks in a row where we've had
like
weird endings.
ending songs, yeah, that don't really fit
Yeah, I did not.
because it kind of sounded like a dance song or something like that. It kind of reminds me of Paradise Kiss ending.
Yeah, but just not as good.
Not as good, yeah.
Yeah,
A worse Paradise and Kiss ending.
exactly. And then some fun facts I have before we jump into the general topics.
There's no like cross media or anything like that.
No cross media.
No. Sadly.
Which will become apparent when I share some of these facts.
Okay.
So, it bombed in Japan,
Yeah.
and the company that was the original licensors
Mm-hmm.
were going out of business. They're running out of money,
Yeah.
so that's why they gave, or when ADV bought the rights to it, they did it under 4 conditions, and the 4 conditions were like they had to keep all the names the same.
Okay.
They had to keep all the ghosts named the same.
Okay.
I think 3 was they had to keep the moral of every episode in.
All right.
And then the 4th rule was, or the 4th condition was they had to do whatever they had to do to make it successful.
Okay.
And so that they just gave them complete creative license to
Yeah.
do whatever the hell they wanted with
Yeah.
it.
Under those stipulations,
Yeah.
which is not even that much.
Oh yeah, but no one ever gives you that crazy amount of control to be like, just do
Mhm.
whatever you want to do.
Yeah. Shows you how desperate they were to like.
Try to get it
somebody to do something with it.
right, make some money with it.
Yeah.
And yeah, they took those guidelines and gave us this gem,
Yeah.
this this unironically anime classic.
Yeah, I know, right?
And then this actually predates Little Karibo's Yu-Gi-Oh! Abridged and Team 4 Stars Dragon Ball Abridged by 3 years.
Yeah.
Too.
Which one came first? Was it Karibo's?
I want to say that was the first one. They were really close to each other.
Yeah.
At least.
I've never watched Team 4 Star stuff, but I'm very familiar with Little Karibo's Yu-Gi-Oh! Abridged. That's a great abridged series.
Screw the rules. I have money.
Yeah, my voice gives me super strength.
So it's pretty
Shut up, Mokuba.
exact. So it's what's weird is I do feel like Yu-Gi-Oh! Abridged is a lot more. I don't know if it is a lot more known, but I feel it's
Than
better
Team-
quality. Yeah,
Team 4 Stars?
Team 4 Star.
I don't
I
know.
don't know if Little Creeper even does it anymore.
Yeah, he does. I don't think he does it anymore.
Yeah, but Team 4 Star,
Still goes on.
they're still doing it.
Yeah.
which is crazy.
And it spawned like a whole bunch of other abridged series. There's Yu Yu Hakusho abridged.
I think everything has an. I mean, if it's a big enough anime,
Mm-hmm.
they always have like a bridge. Like I know there's a Haruhi abridged.
Is there?
Yeah, where
One of my
Yuki's played by a big black guy.
one of my favorites. They only did 2 episodes. Was Hamtaro abridged, which is great. And I think the same person that did Hamtaro abridged did an abridged series for Bakuno, but that one got like hella strikes against it, so that you
Aw.
can't watch it anymore.
That's what I said. Like the art of abridged series must be really hard
Yeah.
nowadays. Even though you can argue creative license, but still, it's also one of my favorites. I quote even today is Naruto abridged. Even though I had never watched Naruto, and I still haven't watched Naruto.
Really?
Yeah.
Not even the first series?
No.
Really?
Yeah, the only thing of Naruto I have like watched
Is the abridged?
is the abridged.
Okay.
And I think I might have tried to watch the anime, but not enough to do anything. Like not enough to like I can't even think if I have ever watched it. I want to say I have, but not enough to clearly say that I did. Like
Okay.
I know of a bunch of beats, and I don't know if it's because I read the manga.
Okay.
So if that counts for anything. And then a lot of things I know from it are from like the abridged
Okay.
series.
Yeah.
Okay, so before we jump into the topics, do you got anything general you want to
Well,
hit up?
I like that they had fun and played around with this dub. It's very entertaining. And I wrote like kind of like what you said. It's like an official abridged series.
Yeah, and I also forgot to mention that a lot of or almost every line was ad-libbed
Yeah.
also by the staff.
Mm-hmm.
And I showed Jay too. I was like, yeah, they even gave everybody writing credits.
Yeah.
In the credits.
Yeah.
So
very nice to see that.
yeah. It was actually really, really cool. A lot of the jokes are hit or miss because
Yeah.
they didn't age well.
Yeah, it's definitely a product of its time.
Yeah, but there's still a lot of like really funny deep cut jokes in there.
Yeah, I actually wrote that. I like all the like 2000s early era references.
Oh yeah, one of my I was reading up on it, and they're like, yeah, you can tell exactly when they did the dub by the references they're making.
Yeah,
and I'm like, oh, that's actually pretty genius. Shout out to Vic Mignogna for getting sandbagged.
I know, right?
Yeah, that was my favorite, probably my favorite inside
joke.
Yeah.
They did like, I think in the drama episode they also like talked about Greg Ayres and Chris Patton.
Oh yeah, I guess they did.
Yeah. This is another inside joke
like
that they were talking
poking
about.
at each other.
Yeah.
That's pretty funny. Yeah, like you said, they had a lot of fun just dubbing.
Yeah.
Like especially it's Ketchero, right? Ketchero, the brother.
Yeah.
Where is the
yeah. I'm pretty sure that's just one take, and they just put it everywhere.
Oh my god, I hope so. I actually hope they had the voice actors do it, like the whole just do it, whatever. The one thing I want to do is I want to commend the quality of the dub.
Yeah.
I was really surprised for a 2005 anime how well it was voice acted, and just how stacked the voice acting cast is.
Yeah, and like you said before we were talking, before we started the podcast, the syncing of the lips in this anime is really well done.
Oh yeah, really, really well done. Like,
yeah.
I guess when you're not focusing on trying to fit the exact subtext into it, it does make it a lot easier.
Oh yeah,
to get through. Man, like I guess in 2005, like all these people weren't big voice actors, right? I guess at that point,
yeah,
maybe
at least
Vic had to be big by then, right?
Yeah, probably he was the biggest, probably because of what, like Full Metal Alchemist, and
had that come out yet? I don't think.
Oh, I don't even know.
Yeah,
no,
I don't think so.
Okay, it might be
a little before.
Yeah. But then what was he famous for? Then I guess people from Dragon Ball would probably be like the Dragon Ball Z would probably be the most recognizable people.
But like I don't know if anyone from
they're not in it.
Yeah.
So I don't know.
I'd have to look up, but like Vic Mignogna is probably the biggest person on there right now. I mean,
oh yeah.
Today, just because of how many high profile jobs he's had since then, then followed by my girl Monica Royale.
Yeah.
So,
and then there a lot of people make cameos. Brittany Karbowski,
Lucy
Christian, John Swayze.
Yeah, I can't. If we go through our chat log, there's a bunch of times when I see somebody, I'm like, man, this is really stacked with talent.
Oh, yeah. And then the main cast, obviously, Greg Ayres is in there.
Chris Patton. It's great. I don't know.
And what was Ketchero's voice actor was Sakaki's voice actor.
Sakaki from
Azumanga Daioh.
Yeah, and she's the only one who's
like not active anymore.
Yeah, not active anymore. I think her last role was in 2012.
Okay.
2013. But everyone else, Hilary Hagg is still voice acting today. She was just in Space Patrol Lolico not too long ago. I think Greg Ayres is actually not active anymore either.
Really?
Or not as active as he's been.
He has such a unique voice, so like it'd be a shame if he stopped doing it.
Oh yeah, well maybe that's the problem too, because he can't really do.
Oh, because he's too recognizable.
Yeah, like he can't do too many voices.
Yeah, because like what his one of like, so he has this voice that he's usually doing,
Yeah.
and then he has that Negama voice that he does.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that. I guess
Yeah.
so. Where it's like
The super high pitched.
Yeah, I guess so. Because like have you ever seen Dead Man Wonderland?
No.
Okay, he plays the main character in that one.
Oh,
And he
really?
just uses the same voice he uses in this one.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Anything else, Jenna, before you want to jump in?
No, that's pretty much it. Just love the dub and love the references.
Yeah, pretty strong.
Mhm.
Oh, so the two things I forgot to mention before we jump into cinematography and everything was some of my favorite jokes in the series.
Mm-hmm.
So like Leo's obviously Jewish parents.
Yeah.
It's just-
With
I
the
just-
accent. Was Brittany Karbowski his mom?
I'm not sure. I needed to go look that up. I forgot to look it up. I was going to.
Because Brittany Karbowski is like, she has a very recognizable voice.
Yeah.
But this one, I couldn't put my finger on it, who it was.
Yeah. I don't know who it could have been, but maybe. I don't remember reading, because after a lot of the episodes, I would just read the voice cast just to see if I can catch anybody that I knew.
Yeah.
And I don't think I read Brittany's name in any of the episodes.
The earlier episode.
Yeah. I also have there's a really funny episode, a funny part where with Satsuki. Satsuki's talking to Keiichiro,
Uh-huh.
and she's like telling him something, and she goes, "All right, you're dyslexic," and then she starts telling him like in like
And out of
garbled.
order.
Yeah, out of order to get him to listen.
Yeah.
I was like, "Oh, that's pretty strong."
Talking like Yoda, pretty much.
Yeah. And then the last one, it was the subtitles for when they had to talk too fast, when the flaps were too fast.
They would like speed up their dialogue and try to make it fit within the
Yeah, but at one point they couldn't just fit what they wanted to say, so they just added
subtitles.
yeah. pretty strong. There's also a really good line where he was like, I wish I would write everyone's names down just so it'd been easier, so I don't look like a fool. The Jewish kid, what's his name?
Leo?
Yeah, Leo. I know.
You're just talking about
I'm
him.
just talking about Leo. Where Leo's like running somewhere. It's like really early, and he's like, "Oh my god, these flaps are so fast! Like,
Oh
I
yeah.
never tried to sing so bad before. Like
Yeah.
really quick." I was like, "Oh, that's pretty strong."
Yeah.
Yeah. So
Art and
Tom
cinematography.
is up.
So for art, I mean, it's for the most part it's okay.
Yeah, it's early. You can tell it's early 2000s.
Mm-hmm.
Nothing too fancy.
Yeah.
Really, it's really cheap.
Mm-hmm.
And what's really funny is even the voice actors take shots
Yeah.
at the crappy
Animation.
animation.
Yeah. Early on too. It's like, oh, we keep running, but we're not going anywhere.
Well, now we're getting somewhere. Or it's like, your dad does this thing where he crosses his eye. He thinks it's funny when he crosses his eyes in pictures. Look, he's doing it right there.
My favorite of where they take a shot at the animation was it's like, now we're gonna show this montage of pictures just to show how like far
How far we've gone.
how far we've walked or something like that,
Yeah.
or ran.
Or I forget. There's another one where Satsuki's like, "Oh, what happened to my legs?"
Oh yeah.
Very very strong.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but it is really cheaply made.
Mm-hmm.
And I even heard or was reading through it that even the Japanese dub
Uh-huh.
is poorly synced.
Really?
Yeah, to the lip flaps.
Wow.
So that shows you
Okay, so we
The
so
high
so
quality.
ADV definitely saved this anime then.
You would think maybe, but they took an average anime and they took a turd and they polished it basically,
Yeah.
and it's very shiny.
Mm-hmm.
Do you have any cinematography notes?
I
I have one.
have a couple, but back to like
Oh, yeah, art,
I
yeah,
still
my
have
bad.
some art stuff
Yeah,
to
go
talk
ahead.
about. The cast does wear like different outfits throughout the
Mhm.
series, so I enjoyed that. Some
The
of the
scarves.
scarves are cool.
That's, I know we're gonna be talking a lot about just like episodes
Yeah.
like in between, but just that scarf. I didn't really like the bike episode. I thought the bike episode was really dumb.
Mhm.
Like spoiler alert, it's on one of my least favorite episodes.
Yeah.
But it has one of my favorite like jokes of the scarves. Like they're just talking about the scarves the whole episode.
Mm-hmm. um. Also, some of the ghosts look pretty cool, and they pay homage to like some horror movies or scary folk tales, like
Oh, yeah.
like The Ring, and then like you mentioned the headless horseman
Yeah,
kind of deal, and the hand from the toilet.
yeah.
That's an actual thing, and it reminds me of Zelda not Ocarina of Time, Majora's Mask. Have you ever played Majora's Mask? Do you remember the hand from the
Yeah, I guess that's where it comes from. I would assume,
Yeah.
right?
Mm-hmm. From that folklore thing. But for cinematography, what did you have?
I have so I have a Monojaku's shadow in the cat's
Okay.
shadow.
Oh yeah,
Uh,
that's pretty cool.
that was a really dope shot. And then later on in the last episode, there's that shot where Monojaku walks in front of a mirror, and
Mhm.
you can't see the cat's reflection, but
Yeah,
you see
Monojako.
Monojaku. Yeah,
Yeah, that's pretty cool. One I have I think two shots that I wrote down. One of them was early on in the series, Satsuki was like running in the street,
mm-hmm.
and she was running past like street lamps, and you see like the shadow doing like 180s around her, and that looked pretty cool. And then just shots of running in the halls in general look pretty nice.
Yeah. I was gonna say there's points at it where like it looks like a really decent anime. Like looks
Yeah,
at points really well done.
but
But
then
then
there's
it-
also points where like
It just
it
looks
looks
really
like
bad.
they're on a conveyor belt.
Yeah, exactly. It looks like they're Hanna-Barbera
Yeah.
techniques.
Mm-hmm. And I even texted you a picture of like one of the girls in that like seance episode,
Yeah,
whatever they were doing.
super weird.
Looks super weird. I think it was done like that to like emphasize the shadows or something like that.
Right, but just
But it-
made it look.
And it carried over from scene to scene. I was like, what the hell's going on with her face? She looks like she has like a tumor in her cheek or something.
It's almost like they used just a crappy model
Yeah.
and then worked off that.
Mm-hmm.
Boom, boom, boom. And then yeah, there's not a lot as I can talk about cinematography for this one,
Yeah.
but
The
the
where it
strength
shine- where-
isn't in the
Yeah, it's not in the animation or cinematography. It's more in the writing.
exactly. So, who was your least favorite character? I only have one on mine.
Least favorite. Hold on. Okay. Probably Satsuki's mom.
Really?
Yeah, I didn't really like her too much.
And I think almost everybody in this anime is like fairly hilarious. Everyone like,
Yeah.
has their bits,
Mm-hmm.
and I don't I didn't have her as a like favorite or least favorite,
Yeah.
but I can see how you would like her or not like her.
Mm-hmm.
Like I don't think she's in it enough.
Yeah, to like really hate her, but
Yeah, but not more than enough to be like
an underutilized or something
yeah.
like
Like I think maybe in the if you watch the original anime,
that. Mm-hmm.
I think she would be in the underutilized.
Yeah, probably.
Just to get to know more of her.
Mm-hmm.
I have Hajime as one of my least favorite characters.
Really?
Yeah.
The main guy?
Yeah, the main guy.
Why? Because he's just like so overly pervy.
Yeah, just the overly pervy. But this is more of the tick the box.
Okay.
Out of everybody.
Out of the
he's-
main cast.
Yeah, out of the main cast, he is my least
Okay.
favorite.
I could
character.
understand that.
Yeah.
I mean, he does have some really great moments. Like,
Oh, yeah.
like we were just watching the bunny episode, and he was like, "Hi, hi, 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 hi." Great part.
Oh my god. And then that was Chris Patton, right? As
I think so. Yeah,
yeah, terrific job. He did. I can't commend everybody on this dub enough.
yeah.
He did a really good job.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So favorite characters.
All right, so I'm sure we're gonna have like most of the cast, but for me, my favorite is Ketchiro, the younger brother.
Oh yeah.
I really love his incoherent talking and stuff.
I like how more like mean he gets
Oh yeah,
over the series too.
yeah. He gets more involved with like Momoko, and like
Yeah.
he starts talking about Jesus.
No.
He's like, "Hello, sinners," or something like that.
one of my favorite one is is it Ketchiro sitting next to her or whatever. It's on the train trip to the snowy resort,
Oh yeah, yeah.
and he's always like, "Why do I gotta sit next to her?"
Mhm.
So yeah, because you drew the straw.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's a very like you said, the incoherent stuff, and
Mhm.
just like a cute character.
Yeah.
One of my favorite jokes that made me laugh so hard was I think it's in the second or third episode of the not Beethoven but the piano.
Yeah. I think that's the 4th episode.
Yeah,
Okay.
where he's he's like, "Oh, are you gonna die?" And then she's like, "No, I'm not gonna die." And he's like, and she's like, "Why are you crying?" He's these pajamas look gay.
It was like his cow pajamas.
Yeah, the
right?
cow pajamas. Yeah, he's like, "Yeah, these pajamas look gay." And then Saucy goes, "Yeah, they kind of do." And then Ketcher goes, "Oh, really? I thought it was just me." And then just walks away.
Yeah.
And then the doll episode. There's just so many classic more like that doll episode
Mm-hmm.
of when the dad's holding the doll
Oh yeah.
up to his crotch.
Yeah.
And she's like, "Oh, sicko."
And they mentioned that in the next episode after that.
Yeah. So very, very strong.
Mm-hmm.
I have I know we talked about her beforehand, but the sex deprived teacher.
Oh yeah.
I didn't put her name. I don't know if you have her name on your notes.
No.
But yeah, I thought she was hilarious.
You put her as a favorite?
I put her as one of my favorite characters.
Okay.
I feel like she works as a one episode
Yeah.
person.
Definitely.
I feel like I got like enough of her. Like some bits are stronger than others.
Yeah.
This one was really strong, but I don't know if I would have liked more
Mm-hmm.
of the same of this joke over and
Yeah.
over again. But yeah, I really enjoyed just the humor
Mm-hmm.
of the different like I wonder if they went in with that,
In mind.
yeah, like, oh, your character is like sex deprived, or if the voice actor was like,
I think I'm gonna be sex deprived or something like that.
yeah, and then well, because like there's that line where like she's on the radio and
Mhm.
she's like speaking like a smooth
Oh
a
yeah.
smooth version, and they're like, oh god, she's like, this lady needs like sex immediately.
Yeah.
And like I wonder from that's how that character was born from there.
Okay. Yeah, that's probably how it happened.
Yeah. Really strong.
Mm-hmm.
I also have Mio, that's the girl, the rabbit
Oh yeah.
caretaker.
Mm-hmm.
Brittany Karaboski did a
Excellent job.
bang up job.
Mm-hmm.
I think all the characters are fairly like comedic gold
Mm-hmm.
at one point in time, and
Yeah.
Mio, like almost every time she opens her mouth,
Yeah.
it's just gold.
Yeah.
Sometimes I think people should be able to marry animals,
Yeah.
or just like a random like
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Then she's
With
rubbing
with the rabbit. Yeah.
Oh my god.
And then she like just screams out of like nowhere, like asking the bunny to jump. It's like, jump, jump.
I said jump.
I said jump.
Oh my goodness! And then the classic line of Tom the Rabbit, "We can never be together, not because you're rabbit, because you're black." I was like, that caught me way off guard.
Yeah.
Like a lot of like the weird like sidebar comments like catch you like at weird moments.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay. And then I also have Satsuki. Satsuki's a really strong character. That's the main girl.
Yeah.
Satsuki.
Mm-hmm.
I think I already mentioned just great moments all around.
Yeah.
Then I have Mr. Sakata, the teacher.
Yeah.
Again, like that's like none of these characters are really like deep.
Yeah, none of them are really crazy deep, but they all have like really funny moments in this anime.
Exactly.
I have the teacher as my underutilized.
Mr. Sakata.
Yeah.
And then I also have one more character, but I want to mention her last, and you can probably guess which character it is.
Momoko.
Yeah, Momoko. Jay right
it's
away.
It's no secret that.
Yeah, I love Monica Royale.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't know if there's ever been a Monica Royale role I didn't like.
Yeah.
I just found out today doing this random research that Monica Royale plays the. I didn't know there was a dub for this anime I was looking up.
Uh-huh.
And I found out Monica Royale is the main character of it, and I was like, that's perfect.
Now you're definitely gonna watch it.
I'm definitely gonna watch the dub.
Yeah, exactly.
Do you have any more characters I didn't hit on? Well, Leo, I didn't touch on Leo. But Leo's
Leo's an okay character.
Yeah, I didn't feel like I needed to really mention him.
He does have some nice like quips and stuff like that.
Oh yeah. Everybody has their moments, which is really, really good, which is really strong.
Yeah.
Like that actually speaks more to the quality of the voice actors because like none of it is written.
Yeah.
So like they all have to like maybe they're all how I would like to try to see it is like they're all trying to make each other laugh.
Yeah, probably.
So like it's such a unique dub in that way.
Yeah.
Where everybody's just like firing on like all cylinders.
I think you said that like whoever went first is like how the bit went.
Yeah, how the bit for that session went.
Yeah. So somebody says probably something ridiculous and then everybody has to go off of that.
Yeah, exactly. Well, if you see, it's like somebody will make a reference and then that reference will carry on in the same scene.
Mm-hmm. Sometimes in like multiple episodes it'll reference.
Yeah.
Like I know like there was a episode where like Satsuki like told the main guy that she'd give her his panties if like they went in the school building together.
Yeah.
And then they mentioned that in the bunny episode that like, hey, I'm still waiting for those panties that you told me you were gonna give me like 2 episodes ago. And then after that, there's like another part where the guy's like, those panties that you gave me a while ago, I'm done with them. You could have them back or something.
Yeah. Or he goes like, if you do this for me, I'll give you back your panties.
Oh yeah. That's what it was.
One of my favorite ones that gets carried on was I just lost it. I had it.
Was it the teacher and the other teacher that he hated?
No, I mean that one's also pretty strong.
Like every time like we see the homeroom teacher, he mentions something. Well, maybe not every time, but throughout the series he mentions a teacher that he hates, and it just carries on through the series.
Yeah, exactly. Dang it! It was I had it and then I started talking and I lost it. Maybe it'll come back.
Yeah, maybe.
But. Or just Momoko's whole character, the Jesus evangelical Christian.
Oh yeah, that carries on through the whole freaking series.
That's her character. It's her character. It's just hilarious, like every time. Mm-hmm. Man, I can't believe I lost it. That sucks. Oh well. All right. So, what was your least favorite episodes?
I only have one.
Oh, actually, before we go, least favorite. Who's your underutilized character?
Mine was the teacher.
A teacher. Okay.
What about you?
Mine was Amana Jaku.
Oh,
I really thought Monojaku was gonna play a bigger role in the anime,
Mm-hmm.
but there's like 3-4 episode stretches of like,
He's not in it.
yeah, he doesn't even show up,
Yeah.
and I was
And
fairly,
most of the time that he comes in, he just says something real quick to help out the gang.
yeah,
and that's it.
exactly. And but I really like just like the whole in the mirror episode. He goes,
Mhm.
"Oh, maybe the mirror world is the real world,
Oh
and
yeah.
we're actually
The reflection.
the reflection."
Mm-hmm.
So, whoa, so am I blowing your mind right now?
Yeah, and I'm not even on drugs.
I'm not even high right now. Really, really strong.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so yeah, least favorite episode.
Mine was kind of like a fill in the blank, and I wrote this one because I was kind of boring, but it's probably because I was late in the day. Then I was watching this, but it was the Snow Lake episode.
Yeah, I could see that.
Yeah, so like not really. I mean, you could tell that towards like the end of the anime that they were like running out of ideas, and they were just like saying like nonsense a lot of the time. Like,
Yeah,
this like this episode doesn't make any sense. Like they would say that in the anime,
right.
and
Or that one has the innkeeping ghost, where like she just like screams in like
oh yeah,
random moments
yeah.
of that. That was fairly strong.
Mm. But yeah, that's the episode for me. What about you? What's your least favorite?
So the ones I have for like my least favorite are they're like ones that I felt most of the jokes just like fell flat.
Yeah.
And one was the tunnel episode.
Okay.
I didn't really enjoy. I didn't find a lot of the like. There's some good jokes here and there in those episodes,
yeah.
but I didn't really dig
The
it.
beginning of that episode is super strong with the workers.
Yeah,
Move that board mover.
board mover.
Yeah, sure, dick.
Sure. Yeah, he's. Oh my god.
That's like manual labor. Like that's how it is.
Yeah, right. And then the other one is the bike episode, the biker.
Yeah, you mentioned that
I
earlier.
mentioned it earlier. I don't know, but besides the whole scarf gag, even the scarf gag though gets like teared to shreds by the end of it.
Yeah.
Um,
Boomerang wind. We get our scarves back.
yeah, exactly. They're like, wait, so you're saying all we had to do was wear a turtleneck and the ghost wouldn't have bothered us?
Mm-hmm.
Like he drives away at the end. They're like, oh, I guess it's fine.
Yeah.
Yeah, that I just thought it was a really boring episode.
Was that like the episode right before the last episode? Like the second
Yes.
to last episode?
Yeah,
Mm.
that's why I was like, like I
Yeah.
didn't understand.
Mm-hmm.
Um,
I mean, it was a cool callback to like the first episode when they saw him,
oh yeah.
but that's about it. That's the only cool thing.
All right. So for favorite episodes, I think we both have the rabbit episode.
Yeah.
100%.
Yeah, that's my absolute favorite episode.
Almost all the jokes, all but I think every episode has a missed joke. I don't think there's all 100% hits,
Yeah.
but that's because of like the pop culture references
Mm-hmm.
are like flying so fast and they're so specific to 2005.
Yeah.
And like, how old were you in 2005, Jay?
I
I was 9.
9, so I was 12.
12, yeah.
Wait, what? Wait, hold on. Let me do the math. 14.
14. You're that much older than me, Jay? I didn't know that.
I was born in 91, so
I was born in 93. You're only
so
2 years older than me.
I was 9 in 2000. And 2005.
Oh, what if it 2005? Yes, yeah. So, yeah. 2005.
So I was 14.
14. Am I doing math? Oh, I guess I'm doing math wrong. Am I doing math wrong?
You were born in what, 94?
No, 93.
93?
Yeah.
So you were
So
you were
10,
12.
12. So I was 12. I don't know why I said 9. I'm horrible at math. Yeah, and I was pretty plugged in. I was like a weird kid. I was really plugged into pop culture.
Mm-hmm.
Back then, I'm a really pop culture savvy guy, I would like to think.
Yeah.
And a lot of the hit, like a lot of them hit for me. I could see if you're like older, like if you're
Or
15 now or whatever.
Yeah, you're not gonna get a lot of it.
Yeah, a lot of it is
And if you're not familiar with the voice actors, you're not gonna get a lot
of the
inside
inside jokes. This is a very inside baseball
Yeah.
anime.
Mm-hmm.
Really said really enjoyed it. I don't even know what this segue was about. Do you remember?
Something about the references.
I know. I was like, yeah, but
You were talking. Well, I guess you were talking about like the bunny episode that it doesn't have a lot of miss.
oh
Missed
yeah.
jokes.
Okay, yeah, that's what the tangent was.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah, and that bunny episode is really funny. Brittany Karbowski kills it.
Yeah, she's like the star of that episode.
Yeah, and just like how we were talking, we were just watching it right now and like laughing our asses off.
And we just
to
watched it this week.
Yeah, it's strong.
Mm-hmm.
It's probably my favorite episode.
Yeah.
I also have the broadcast episode.
Yeah, and that's with the sex deprived teacher.
The sex deprived teacher.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Great
just
character.
Great classic lines.
Mm-hmm.
Of, like you mentioned one right before we started. It was like, man, for a second there, so I thought you would have to have sex with me. So, or give me some alone time with that mic.
Yeah, exactly.
And she's like, "Oh, get out!" Or she'll leave. She's like, "Hey, man, you don't know how much a good curve will do for you."
I hope he curves to the left.
Yeah, he curves to the left.
And then like when the kids were asking like for her help, like I think Greg Aries was like the one that said like aren't you like good with knobs or something like that?
She's all, apparently I'm too good.
That's great.
Yeah, and then my last one that I have for my favorite is the doll episode.
Oh yeah. That's the first. I think that's the first time where we see the ghost like helps out, or not really helps out, but the ghost
spares him.
Spares him. Yeah.
Yeah. She's like, yeah, that spit thing was really gross, but whatever.
Yeah. I really like when the initial spit cleaning happened. She was like,
and then again, a lot of really great quotable parts in that episode.
Yeah.
Just that I can't have a gay retarded brother. Very, very strong.
I remember they mentioned Netflix in one part.
I think it was in the last episode they mentioned it.
They're like, it's too expensive.
Yeah, he's all go home and rent Earthquake on Netflix.
Mm-hmm.
But it's too expensive. That's back then when like Netflix was like $20 a month to get like 2 DVDs.
Yeah, that was like the mail
order.
The
mail
Netflix.
order.
Crazy how far we've gone.
Exactly. They still offer mail order Netflix, right?
Really?
Yeah, you can still get Netflix stuff sent to you if you.
Did you know that
so
their
wish.
Little video game thing for you? One of the Wii Netflix thing is kind of like collectible.
Really?
Yeah, it's a Wii disc that gets you the Netflix app on your Wii, the original Wii.
Oh, I guess so. Like they didn't have.
Mm-hmm. Well, I guess I don't know. I don't know if it's expensive, but it definitely is collectible.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah. Well, I guess anything could be collectible.
Right.
I just wanted to mention that real quick.
Do you have any other favorite episodes that I didn't mention?
No. I have a lot of them are like really good.
Yeah, a lot of them are. There was very rarely where I was like bored, because just the jokes are all fast paced, and even though one like misses,
yeah, another one's right after.
Another one, yeah, is gonna hit right after.
Mm-hmm.
Like it's like the machine gun approach to comedy.
Yeah,
just shoot as many out as you can.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So, do you have any final thoughts before we head in? Oh yeah, I can see that. So,
what about you? Got some final thoughts?
No, when we get to the rating, this is gonna be a hard one.
Yeah,
it's gonna be hard. It's gonna be hard to. I don't know where I'm gonna put this on my list.
Mm-hmm.
But actually, I think I know exactly where I'm gonna put this. But this goes up in one of my favorite dubs of all time.
Mm-hmm.
Like quality wise and writing wise.
Yeah.
One of my, maybe not writing wise, but quality wise, it goes right up there with like Haruhi, Panty and Stocking.
Mm-hmm.
It goes up like with there.
Yeah.
Really good. Really enjoyed it.
Yeah.
All right. So accessibility, it is not for everybody.
Yeah. There are some cussing, and there's a few panty shots in it as well.
Yeah.
And then the whole dub itself might turn off a lot of people.
Yeah, the language used.
Mm-hmm. And how it's like, I think you were mentioning that like a lot of people were like upset that it's not like really telling the story of the anime.
Yeah, of the anime.
Yeah.
But as I made clear to Jay before, that's not the
point.
That's not the purpose of the dub.
Yeah. But yeah.
Yeah, and then you can see it on Crunchyroll. That's the easiest way. It might be on Hulu too.
I didn't check, but I know it's a couple of the episodes are on Discotek if you want to just like preview it.
Oh, is it? That's cool.
Yeah, there's like I think 3 episodes that you could watch on YouTube.
Discotek does a really good job with their anime. Didn't they do Charge Man? Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, they do a lot of weird like niche titles.
Yeah. I know on YouTube they also have the rights to Street Fighter 2, the anime.
That's weird. See,
and all the episodes are on YouTube.
See, that's weird.
Yeah. So they definitely pick the weird ones.
Yeah. Rewatchability high.
Yeah, I probably wouldn't watch it like all the way through again,
Mm-hmm.
but just watching like episodes here and there.
Oh yeah.
I would not be opposed to that.
I would really like to rewatch it again because I feel I missed.
Oh yeah.
Like, I missed jokes.
Mm-hmm.
Like, and I'd love just to go back and just see what I missed.
Yeah, exactly.
What's a change you would make? I don't know how would you improve the anime?
I didn't really write anything for that. I think it's fine the way it is.
Exactly.
I mean, they did such a good job with like
the comedy and stuff
it.
picks up everything.
Mm-hmm.
Like I don't mind the crappy animation. I don't mind. Yeah. I don't mind that there's no story.
Yeah.
To it. I mean, it's a monster of the week anime.
Yeah, exactly.
So like, how much story can you actually have?
Mm-hmm.
And like you said, like the dub makes it so you don't take it too seriously.
Yeah.
So like usually in an anime, monster of the week anime, I would say I didn't like there was no overarching story.
Yeah. There's no like big bad either or something like that.
Yeah, well, I guess you could say like Monojaku is like a thread through it. The mom is a thread through it.
Yeah.
But yeah, it was nothing I'd really make.
Yeah, I think it's fine the way it is.
Yeah, which is weird. I don't think we've ever had.
I think we might have.
Maybe like some of the top ones, right?
Yeah.
But this is the first because I'm pretty sure this was gonna go somewhere in the mid, like for me in the middle.
Yeah.
Way. I know we have the mediocrity line.
Mm-hmm.
I know it's gonna be above. It's gonna be to me
Yeah.
a way above the mediocrity line, but
yeah, definitely
still in the middle of the pack.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I can't. It's what are you gonna rate it, Jay?
Okay, so I think it's definitely a recommend, but it could also be a niche recommend because of the dub.
Yeah.
What do you think? Is this a high recommend for you, or is it a moderate recommend?
I've been fighting over this rating system. Like for me, for a little bit, because like, well, should we rate it what we think the audience would like it, or should we rate it to how we feel about it? Because I can be like, because with my sensibilities, which is I think how we should do it. Like, how do you feel about it?
Okay.
And how I feel about this anime. I know it's getting on to how I feel.
Yeah.
It would be a high recommendation from me, but it would come. But like if I'm recommending it, so like how do you think we should do it? Like to people who have never.
We should probably talk about this after the podcast.
Yeah, maybe I know. Maybe it's a little too inside.
Yeah.
But for right now, like for my sensibilities, I would like highly recommend this anime.
Okay.
But
For my recommendation, I was thinking about like the audience, like
yeah,
if I was to like ask
like somebody who had
tell
never
them-
seen like if it's a newcomer to anime,
Mhm.
that's what we have to talk about like after
Yeah.
the mics are off. Because if it was a newcomer to anime, I actually would.
it'd
this
probably
would
be a hard
on the-
watch, right?
Yeah, I would probably say it would be a pass. A
Mhm.
pass to a niche recommend
Mhm.
because of it's so inside
Yeah.
that I don't know if anybody could like you have to. It's almost like an anime fans podcast, an anime fans anime,
Yeah.
especially like the weird inside stuff on it.
Yeah. Exactly.
And then plus it's all the cultural references of 2005, which is also another.
Yeah. Another stipulation that you have to address.
Yeah, which I can see why the niche would be perfect
Yeah.
place for it.
Yeah. This is definitely like a anime for people that have been in watching anime for a while.
For a while, and people who are just like pop culture people.
Yeah.
Cause I don't know. You probably got most of it right, or not most of it, but
Some of it, yeah.
some of the 2005 references.
Not as much as you.
Oh yeah,
And I didn't look up any of the ones that I didn't get.
yeah.
'Cause
There was
I
some
feel I never had like an urge to like
to go
know.
look. There's just some that I was like, I wonder what they meant by that, and I was
Mhm.
like, oh, that context of that is actually pretty funny.
Yeah.
All right, Jade. Now that we've gone through all the spooky forests and made it out of the haunted graveyards
Yeah.
of
Of October.
October, and we move to the festive holiday
November.
season.
I know, right? I'm excited for the holiday season.
Right. What do you have planned? Or actually, what do we have planned? We're doing another mutual pick.
Yeah,
for,
we're doing another mutual pick. We are going back to One Piece again to
finish
finish
Alabasta.
finish off Alabasta. We left off like in a weird spot,
Yeah.
and we just want to finish it off before we continue because we plan on like doing more longer series as well, not just One Piece.
Yeah, but we ended it in a weird
Yeah,
spot that we both really want to go and
and
finish it.
So we're gonna do that real quick, and then we'll have their regular scheduled.
Yeah, I think
Anime
after we finish Alabasta, we'll probably take
Mm-hmm.
we'll probably pick up another long
Yeah.
anime.
Maybe not right after, but
Yeah, One
Event-
Piece
yeah.
probably be shelved for a little bit.
yeah.
But yeah, so it's One Piece episodes 102 to 129.
Nine?
Yeah.
I think, yeah.
I think it was 129.
Mm-hmm. Because I think like on Crunchyroll, it ends like a little bit after
Like
Alabasta.
135.
Yeah,
But it's all a bunch of like filler.
but it's like one-off episodes.
Yeah. But yeah, hopefully 129 is where it actually stops. So
Mhm.
whenever they actually leave
Alabasta.
Alabasta, that's where we're gonna
Mm-hmm.
stop it.
Yep.
And then yeah, that was the
podcast.
podcast. If you guys liked us,
Mm-hmm.
go ahead, leave a like,
Mm-hmm.
subscribe, leave a like, leave a comment. If you want to see us cover any anime, go ahead and
Yeah,
leave
leave
in
a
the
comment.
comments.
You can comment on YouTube, comment on SoundCloud.
Comment on iTunes,
Mm-hmm.
5-star, rate us.
Yep.
Check out the YouTube.
Yeah.
Danganronpa. Hopefully today we're getting really close. We're
Getting
close.
really close to the end. Yeah.
Yeah, we're getting really close. So what it is
5 o'clock.
Yeah, we might be able to. I know. We might be able to finish it today.
Okay.
Maybe.
Maybe.
It just depends how long we go today.
Yeah.
Really good.
Yeah.
I'm gonna try to be better updating stuff. So we'll
see you guys in the
yeah,
next
we'll
one.
see you guys in the next one. I know I started rambling. I got sidetracked. It was a long night last night, everybody. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Oh, check out the Instagram, by the way.
Oh yeah.
Jay's cooking stuff in the crock pot as
Yeah.
we speak.
Mm-hmm. I post like random stuff sometimes, drawings. I haven't really did drawings lately though, but anime related stuff.
How'd that wood? Did
video
you finish
games.
that woodworking thing you were working on?
No.
You know, just said nah.
Well, It's kind of like a yes and no thing.
Okay.
I did start a woodworking project, but it's not anime related.
Oh, okay.
I made a sign for my son.
Oh, okay.
So yeah. And I'm still working on it. Maybe I could post that
Okay.
once I'm done.
Just a sign that just says "baby"
No.
pointing down.
Not even. It's a wood sign and it has his name on it.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah. Like I carved it out myself.
Oh, it's gonna be your last holidays, before your kid. So
Yeah.
enjoy it. This will be your last.
Well, he's getting presents already.
But this is your last selfish.
Selfish Christmas.
Yeah, no, they're gonna all be selfless from here on out.
I know. And I don't even have money to get myself a nice present. So.
Okay.
All right, guys.
So we'll catch you in the next time,
Yep.
and until next October.
Yep.
Everybody stay spooky.
Yep. Later.
¡No corren en el hospital, cabrones! ¿Cuándo no has visto a niño que luce que esta es el primo grado? ¡No, estúpida! ¡Adiós, gracias! ¡Dije que no corren! Yes! You two-timing son of a bitch! Who's gonna take care of these little
Hey, I've got an
bastards?
idea. Let's end this episode with a happy moral.
Like if you leave children behind, pay your child support on time.
Deadbeat dads are not cool.